Hello, my name is Katalin, and today we are going to have a little sneak peek behind the scenes of Health Unplugged with co-founder Jerry Dhillon. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So before we jump into it, Jerry, why don't you tell a little bit about the history of Health Unplugged and about the motivation and inspiration behind organizing this event?
Yeah, so Health Unplugged started with me and Daryl. We sat down in GBK a couple of years ago, and he mentioned that he wanted to do a full-day paleo event, and partly because the motivation here is that we feel underrepresented in the UK. So we wanted to build the paleo community, or I like to term it as the paleo UK tribe, to kind of feast in a celebratory event with, great speakers, content, and aligned exhibitors. Mm-hmm. We felt we had a wealth of experience and resources here, and in terms of actually getting not just the people together, but also the speakers, and more importantly, we wanted everyone to relate and make connections, because you can feel quite isolated here. And essentially that was the motivation, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what does it take to make an event like this happen? So can you give us a little
it's a good question. I mean, last year was a real testament, I think, to the amount of effort that it takes to do this. So essentially, me and Daryl, with the help of a couple of volunteers, managed to pull it off, but it was extremely difficult. We put up our own resources, both in time and money, to make that happen, and luckily we managed to kind of pull it off. But like I said, it was really, really difficult, and the reception that we got last year, at the end of last year, especially from the speakers, because there was a lot of doubt that I had, and Harold had as well. And based on that reception, I was quite enthused to kind of think, actually, it'd be nice to kind of do this again. But Daryl was not so sure, and so this year we sent out some forms and social media links, and people said yes, they're really keen for this to happen again. And the overwhelming sort of response back was to do a 2-day event. So that's what we kind of decided to do. We bit the bullet again. We thought, okay, we haven't learned from last year,
let's be brave.
Try it again. But luckily this year we've had a great team, people like yourself, the volunteer team, as you well know, with who we've got on board with multiple streams. And I think without you guys, it would have been extremely, extremely difficult to kind of do a 2-day event. So I applaud you guys.
Thank you. And how many people, by the way, do you have in the team? So just for people out there to know.
I think it's about 9 in total. I think
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people are doing their own daytime jobs as well. So they're kind of coming in. And how have you found it, actually? I mean, in terms of why don't you explain what your role's been?
Yeah. So we met. I met Daryl in Berlin in the Paleo convention in the summer. And he mentioned he's going to have this event in London. So I got all, pumped up about it. And I asked, if I could be a volunteer worker, because, I love doing these interviews. I love, asking people. And it was a great opportunity for me to, to ask all these great people in this preview interviews. So I'm very happy about this. This kind of contribution to the event, and I'm even more excited to go there and personally meet all of these guys that I just had the interview with. So, and I hope all the other guys are going to be just as excited as I am. So,
yeah, I mean, it's been great. Actually, your video's been great. I mean, I must say, because you've been the first point of contact for some of the speakers, for the first time, especially the ones that are coming. And then they haven't kind of met us before. Mm-hmm. So, you already got to relate and connect with them as well, So And it kind of harkens back to what last year in terms of I was in a similar position as yourself, not necessarily with the video interviews, but hadn't met people, and they were turning up on the day, and they knew who I was, because we had so much communication, and it was great to finally meet people. And it's almost like the way I describe it, it was a bit like a wedding day or something like that.
Yeah, because they're all preparing for it.
People. Yeah. So I mean, it was a kind of a familiarity with everyone there, and there's a freedom I think in expressing how you feel about not just paleo, but your kind of health vision, and how other people can affect you as well, and make you realize other things as well.
Yeah.
So it's it's a very enthusing and humbling experience, I think.
Yeah, and it's such a great thing to be part in of this community.
Absolutely.
And of course, at the same time, you get to hear so many experts at the same time, during these 2 days. So you are not just only sitting and listening to one expert, but you get to meet, like, I don't know how many of them are coming. Like I couldn't even, I don't know. You must have been counted.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's not just about the speakers. It's about attending. In a way, I'm attending as well, because I want to hear the other people talk about their subjects, and it's also kind of really good in the point of view that how we've moved. Each one has kind of moved and looked at different aspects of their health for whatever reasons, and you can see the journey, and you share that journey with them as well at the same time. Like I said, otherwise you're very isolated, and you just kind of have kind of like tunnel vision. And I think these sort of events are very, very important. Social media and all that sort of stuff is great, but it doesn't replace actually making that kind of physical contact.
Yeah, that's so true. It's nothing replacing the real personal contact. So really, I'm looking forward to it. So
meeting yourself as well, that'd be great. I mean, we've had kind of video chats and phone chats and chats, but it'd be nice to kind of actually meet everyone as well.
Cannot wait. So we are like a week before the event actually.
Yes, 7 days.
Yeah. So how do you foresee things about this year's event, and how do you see the future of Health Unplugged?
Yeah, well, the vision for this year, in many ways, I believe it surpasses last year's. It is a 2-day event, but I think we have a lot of wide-ranging and thought-provoking discourses, all in the aim of raising awareness for various health issues and empowering people. So really, I mean, I think you hit on an important point there. We do need the community to come together this year. If there's going to be a community, it's kind of make or break, because it's not really sustainable the way in its current form if people don't attend. Me and Daryl are funding this, so it's with the time and effort, the guys, the effort that you put in as well, it's really difficult to say beyond this year. Would love to be there another one, but all I'm focused on is making this the best event that we can, and I applaud you guys, for all the effort that you've put in, and I'm really proud of the team this year. So it's going to be a great event. It's 7 days left, so I would say attend.
Yeah, and I would extend it that you are applauding the team and all the great work that was so far behind to make it happen. But I would extend it that it's all about the community. So it's the community that it makes it happen, right? Because the support from the community makes it happening.
I think you said it there. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're part of that community as well.
As everyone out there listening.
I mean, and everyone else out there, we want to meet you, so come along, and I think that's what, at the end of the day, makes this worthwhile. It's meeting those people and relating to those people. So, attend, let's meet, and let's build this tribe.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So thank you, Jerry, and see you in a week.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, week, 7 days. Wow. I'm very moving.
All right. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.